Why cardboard boxes are stronger than they look. One hidden layer changes everything. A cardboard box looks weak. It is light, brown, foldable, and easy to crush if you press it the wrong way. We use cardboard boxes for deliveries, moving, storage, groceries, returns, and shipping. Then we open them, flatten them, and forget about them. But here is the surprising part. A cardboard box can carry things much heavier than itself. It can protect fragile items. It can be stacked in warehouses. It can travel through trucks, sorting centers, and delivery vans, and still keep the product inside safe. So why is something made mostly from paper so strong? The answer is hidden inside the box. If you look at the cut edge of many shipping boxes, you will see a wavy layer between two flat paper layers. That wavy layer is called the flute. And that one hidden layer is the reason cardboard boxes are much stronger than they look. This is not just paper. It is paper shaped in a smart way. Most people call every thick paper box cardboard, but there is a difference. A cereal box is usually made from paperboard. It is flat and smooth, and it works well for lightweight products on a shelf. A shipping box is usually made from corrugated fiberboard. That means it has flat outer layers and a wavy middle layer. The flat layers are called liners. The wavy layer is called the medium, or flute. That simple design changes everything. A flat sheet of paper bends easily. If you hold one side of a paper sheet, it droops. If you put weight on it, it collapses. But when paper is shaped into waves, it becomes stronger. The waves create tiny supports. They keep the flat layers apart and help the board resist bending. A simple way to understand this is to think about arches. Arches are strong because they spread weight across their shape. The wavy layer inside cardboard works in a similar way. Each wave helps spread pressure instead of letting all the force hit one weak spot. That is why cardboard does not need to be solid like wood or metal. It uses shape to create strength. The empty space inside the cardboard also helps. The air gaps between the layers make the board thicker without making it heavy. This thickness helps the box resist bending, while the airspace gives a little cushioning during bumps and movement. So the box is light, but not useless. It is cheap, but not poorly designed. It is simple, but clever. The full box shape also matters. A flat sheet of corrugated cardboard is useful, but when it is folded into a box, the corners and edges help carry weight. When boxes are stacked, the vertical edges help move pressure from the top of the box down to the bottom. That is why a new box with sharp corners can feel surprisingly strong. But cardboard has limits. If the corners are crushed, the box becomes weaker. If the flutes inside are flattened, the board loses stiffness. If the box gets wet, the paper fibers soften, and the box can collapse much more easily. This is why a dry box can hold weight, but a wet box may bend, tear, or fall apart. Cardboard is strong only when the structure is working properly. It needs to stay dry. It needs to be folded correctly. It needs to be sealed well. And it needs to be used for the right weight. That is why a large box filled with pillows may survive easily, but a small box filled with heavy books may break. The problem is not only the size of the box. It is how much weight is inside and how that weight presses on the structure. Cardboard boxes became popular because they solved a real problem. Before modern cardboard boxes, many goods were shipped in wooden crates, barrels, sacks, or heavier containers. These could be strong, but they were often heavy, expensive, and harder to store. corrugated boxes were different. They were light. They could be made in large numbers. They could be stored flat before use. They were easy to fold. They protected products without adding too much weight. And after use, many clean cardboard boxes could be recycled. That made them useful for factories, stores, warehouses, mail-order businesses, and later, online shopping. The early history is interesting too. Corrugated paper was not first used for shipping boxes. In the 1800s, one early use was as lining for tall hats. Later, corrugated paper was used for wrapping fragile items like bottles and glass. Over time, the design improved into the corrugated board used in boxes today. So the cardboard box did not become important because it looked impressive. It became important because it worked. Today, cardboard boxes are everywhere because modern shopping depends on them. When you order something online, the product may travel through warehouses, conveyor belts, trucks, sorting centers, and delivery routes before it reaches your door. During that journey, the box may be lifted, pushed, stacked, scanned, dropped, and moved many times. You may only see the box for a few seconds before opening it. But before that, the box has already done its job. It protected the product. That is why cardboard boxes are more important than they seem. They are not just containers. They are part of the delivery system. And the secret is still that hidden wavy layer. The flute spreads pressure. The flat layers hold everything together. The air gap adds thickness and cushioning. The corners help carry stacking weight. And the full box shape turns paper into a strong, lightweight structure. So the next time a package arrives at your door, look at the edge of the box before you throw it away. That little wavy layer is doing more work than most people realize. It is the reason a cardboard box can be light, cheap, recyclable, and still stronger than it looks. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. Then tap the bell icon to turn on all notifications so you never miss any of our future videos.